Hello everyone, this is Tarek from Group 13 from Mobile Computing class. We are here today to talk about autonomous vehicles as an example of mobile computing platforms. Imagine being driven to places by a super robot driver who doesn't get tired, sees everything around the car, and is much faster than you in responding to driving situations. All of that while you're napping in the backseat or watching your favorite TV show. Well, that is the essence of autonomous vehicles, minus the robot driver, of course. According to the Society of Automotive Engineers, autonomous vehicles range in their level of autonomy from 0 to 5. Level 5 is the fully autonomous vehicle that doesn't require human intervention in the driving process. The higher the level is, the more intelligence is involved, and that translates to increased context awareness capabilities, computing power, and access to cloud services. These qualities are what qualifies autonomous vehicles as mobile computing platforms. Autonomous vehicles are complex systems, and that requires an architecture that reduces the complexity by a separation of concerns. The shown architecture is composed of interconnected systems, each with a designated job. First of them, the perception system. It's the eye of the vehicle. It captures the environment around it and creates a digital representation that can be processed by other components. It includes modules like localization, mapping, and moving objects detection and recognition. The second system is decision-making, also known as the brain of the car. It's concerned with tasks like planning, routes, and motion, avoiding obstacles, and controlling the underlying hardware. Can a human drive a car blindfolded? Of course they can't, and an autonomous vehicle is no different. It needs to see everything around it. In autonomous driving, this is called perception, and in mobile computing, it is called context awareness. Context awareness is enabled by many sensor hardware that allow an autonomous vehicle to know what's happening around it. Two important sensors are camera and LiDAR. A LiDAR is a device that continuously sends millions of laser pulses per second in different directions around the car. The return beams indicate the existence of an object at certain distance and relative position with respect to the car, which is recorded as a data point. The aggregate of these points, called point cloud, constructs a 3D view of the car's environment. A camera is a cheap and effective alternative to LiDAR that provides richer information about the environment in 2D dimensions, such as colors. There are also stereo cameras, or binocular, which captures objects' distance to derive a 3D view, which is cross-checked later with data from other sensors such as radar. Two things a car needs to know in order to navigate safely: its current localization and a map. Localization involves finding the position and orientation of a car relative to a map. For example, the car's location is determined by matching LiDAR's data to images from stereo camera. All autonomous vehicles rely on already created HD maps, which, when combined with localization information, provide the offline representation of the environment, as known as offline maps. By using the car's sensors, this map gets updated with what the sensors detected in terms of new objects and existing objects' movement. The augmented map is now called an online map, which is crucial for decision making. So, what kind of objects need to be detected and tracked? Examples include pedestrians, cyclists, and other vehicles. The mapping of a group of points in a point cloud to an object is done by machine learning techniques. The object's motion is inferred from comparing its state over time. A better accuracy can be achieved by using sensor fusion, that is, cross-checking data from multiple sensors. But not all objects are moving. Traffic lights and signs are usually static objects, yet they need to be detected and their state recognized. For example, you need to know if it's yellow, green, or red. Their detection and recognition is mainly a computer vision problem, solved by machine learning techniques such as deep neural networks. Autonomous vehicle technology is expected to introduce many consequences on people's lives. From a safety perspective, human lives are threatened if the car is unable to recognize its environment. This can happen because of failure or malicious attack. Privacy is another issue. The car's context awareness capabilities is likely to collect new types of personal data, such as 3D images of people and properties. There is also an ethical discussion about the car's decision if it has to choose between the life of the passenger or pedestrian, for example. But it's not all bad. There are many benefits that will come from autonomous vehicles. When it's ready, they are expected to reduce the number of accidents, which are mostly caused by humans. It will also help bridge the social divide and include less privileged groups of users. for example, the visually impaired group. Eventually, this technology opens the door for many opportunities in the future. The autonomous driving technology can be extended to other transportation systems like buses and trains, and also has the potential to revolutionize the courier services by making fleets of autonomous trucks. We hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you for watching.